you about the integrity and or lack thereof of the media. I said it once, I said it again. If you're in a group of 3 or 4, y'all are not going to agree on everything, but every damn media personality in the entire country agreed on who the MVP was. GTFOH. A lot of them. To quote the great Manifesto King K3G. Hold on here. Before I go any further, let me introduce this cat here. We got the Tom Brady defending, Bill Belichick man hugging, Tom Brady deflated ball caressing, pocket passer preferring, Alabama cheering, KRS-One hating, don't know a damn thing about old school rapping, Deflategate and Tuck Rule praising, crazy ass Patriot fan Grego up in the chat. What's going on, Grego? Grego coming in trolling as usual. I'm going to get to the chat very shortly. Right after I finish up this quick NBA recap, then I will jump in on the chat. They always jump in here, man, and give me something nice. And it looks like it actually starts with that troll Grego, and Grego does troll. But my observations from this game, were Kyrie Irving stepped up big, LeBron James balled out as he always does, and gets scrutinized. It's just stupid, man. I guess my whole thing with the media is that they went out of their way to praise him young, and the league kind of pushed him along, and now that he's a vet and at that point where you should respect him, I guess because he kind of speaks out and he put his friends on and they went to school and got the stuff together and they're all successful, they can't find any negative stories. That they can't, find nothing in that regard. And whether you notice this or not, and this is just my opinion, they really don't seem to like when players bring their neighborhood or their friends or their family with them and give them those jobs and make them money and improve their life and give them wealth or at least, put them in another economic bracket. They don't really seem to like players that do that. I still remember to this day Marvin Harrison, when they were talking about his neighborhood in Philly, they were doing a special about it, talking about how he bought so much of it, and he, rebuilt the businesses and gave people jobs, and he essentially almost owned the block of the neighborhood. And I was like, damn, that's cool as hell. Marvin doesn't really talk a lot. I was like, that's what I'm talking about right there. And I remember the people talking about it, and they were saying, just like, man, why would you be there? Why would you go there? Why would you want to be in that area? That's where he grew up. That's his people. So you think he wants to move away and be around people like you who wouldn't even speak to him if he couldn't run and jump? If that man couldn't run very fast, you wouldn't speak to him on the street. Not about 85% of you. But you think he should leave all the people you grew up with to be around you? I don't understand that perspective. But it was such a backwards ass perspective. There were actually people that were saying he shouldn't be doing that. He should get the hell out of there. Something could happen. They were criticizing them for trying to uplift his neighborhood. They were criticizing them for doing the right thing. I'll never forget that. They really don't seem to like that. And this is back when they liked Marvin Harrison. And they liked him again when, they put him in over T.O. They liked him, for that purpose. They hated T.O. so much that they liked him for that moment. But they don't even like him anymore because of the incident that happened where again, and I'll say this, and say what you want, because he took care of his neighborhood took care of him. And that's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that little pistol case. And that's rare. That's rare. When do ninjas ever do that? You can always get somebody to snitch, can't you? Ain't there always somebody willing to do it quick for a little bit of nothing? Some Laffy Taffy and a Twix. Nobody said ish. And the one person that allegedly did or was going to ended up with not an injury, they died, right? They got shot. Then they didn't talk anymore, they died. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm not saying he did it. I'm just saying he took care of his neighborhood, and in return, his neighborhood took care of him. Eventually, it died down. Now he's a Hall of Famer. So what, should he have listened to the media and not took care of his neighborhood? Because if he would have left his neighborhood and hung out with them, as soon as something went down like that, they would have threw him away quick. And his neighborhood wouldn't have had his back because he left them alone. That's why they want you to leave your neighborhood, because once you do that, you're dependent on them. You got to be with them. If you turn your back on your folks. That's really the reason I think they criticize him for that. I never forget that. I said, why are y'all criticizing him for building up his old neighborhood? They were basically saying, get the hell out of there. Why are you there? What are you doing? Oh, my God. I was like, well, damn, really? That's a short-sighted ass perspective. I mean, a lot of people there live pretty privileged. Beginning of the second half, those 3 shots by J.R. Smith, they were huge. I think Doug mentioned that earlier in the show, but I remember those 3 shots that J.R. Smith hit coming right out of the half. Those were important. Those were real big. Tyronn Lue, I think, deserves credit for putting Dellavedova on the bench, playing Mo Williams, giving Richard Jefferson more time, and Tristan Thompson more time on the floor, and he did a really good job. I think his game is underrated. So, what I took from him, man, when I thought LeBron balled out, I think him and Kyrie for a couple of games just did some unprecedented type things. I think Kyrie was out of his mind a lot of the time. I think they played great defense. J.R. Smith was playing excellent defense. So as a team defense, they were really on it. They played great defense, and man, they pushed through and got it done. Coming back from 3 down is no small feat. Can't believe I've been talking about the NBA this long, but let me get off of this. One more thing about this. Stephen A. Smith's punk ass with his damn, what would I call it? I think I said his eyebrows filed a restraining order against his eyebrows filed a restraining order against his hairline, where they got to stay 8 feet back at all times. And obviously they won the lawsuit. But my thing about this, they won the title, and because a lot of people in the media didn't pick them to win it, now it's LeBron's leaving. LeBron's going somewhere else. Now it's arguing about the MVP. Did LeBron deserve it, or did LeBron deserve it? Did Kyrie deserve it? Who should have got the MVP? I think, and once they start doing that, you're not even talking about the game no more. You're not giving them credit. You're already on some bullshit. And some of them went that route, and a punk ass like Stephen A. Smith, he went the route of saying, well, I think LeBron is going to leave next year. He's going to be a Laker. He's talking about this man leaving and shit. See, this is the shit the media does that I can't stand. Because Stephen A. Forehead Bitch A. Smith didn't pick the Cavaliers to win, now instead of talking about that and the fact that he was wrong, I'm finna make up a story about LeBron going somewhere. Come on, man. Sources have told me, unnamed sources, a credible source, a source within the family, a source within the organization, a friend of the family, a friend close to the family, a friend close to the family has told me that LeBron is looking at all options. He misses Dwayne Wade and wants to go back to South Beach. He's thinking about playing for the Lakers because he likes the legacy of Kobe. He's not going to be in Cleveland much longer. And furthermore, I don't have to talk about my terrible prediction. It's all bullshit, man. He's just distracting away from the fact that he didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Unnamed source, credible. Okay, let me see. I can say that sources tell me that within the Eagle locker room, people still have a problem with Sam Bradford complaining about a draft pick. They feel he hasn't earned the right to do that. I could easily speculate that. That's all they're doing. I can speculate that sources tell me that Grego has Patriot pajamas. I can speculate that all day long. It doesn't have to be true. And it's probably true. He's got some underoos on right now with Tom Brady on him, probably. A big old Tom Brady t-shirt with him smiling on it. He's probably rocking that. But I can't prove it. But I can say a source told me because everybody know Grego liked the Patriots. You feel me? Everybody know Grego like the Patriots, so I can speculate that, and people be like, yeah, they probably do. That's all they're doing. They don't have a damn source. You have to break a story. You have to crack some type of story or have something. Otherwise, why are they going to hire you? You got to justify your salary. And that's all that is, man. That man ain't going no damn way. It's just a way to say, I don't want to talk about the fact that I didn't know what the hell was going to happen. I had the wrong pick, so let me deflect with this BS. It's very reminiscent of what they did to the Pistons when they beat the Lakers. Nobody predicted it. So instead of talking about it, they chose to talk about the Lakers and Shaq and Kobe. Completely disrespected Detroit. I'll never forget that either. All right, let me get into some of this chat. And you are listening to the Underground Railroad Show with that ninja on Spreaker.com, also on the SME Network. Thank you for coming aboard the train. From the troll Grego. Hold on a minute before I get to Grego. Coming in here straight trolling. Chief Rocker said, I'm in this bitch looking like a champ. Dollars and Cents said, all this fraud-loving Warrior fan. All these fraud-loving Warrior fans, what's up? He's laughing, of course, Cleveland fan. Alright, Grego coming here trolling. Let's start with Grego. Hey Ninja, sorry I'm late. Oh man, what is he finna say? Hold on, let me get ready for this here. Hey Ninja, sorry I'm late. Please tell me I didn't miss the celebration of Michael. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Hey Ninja, sorry I'm late. Please tell me I didn't miss the celebration of Michael Phelps being off probation. I know your coverage of this will be impeccable. You stupid. Michael Phelps. Joker here stupid. That's what Grego does. King Troll. Grego is the king troll of the chat. Let's see what we got here on the subject matter from Grego. There's an awful meme of LeBron and Kyrie with Aisha. Yeah, the internet has no chill, as I've heard people say. Plus, there's no accountability. You can put whatever you want. So, yeah, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. Bronco said, put it up, Grego. Grego said, it's porn, Broncos, LOL. Okay, it must be really... No, Grego said they smashing. No, for real? Somebody made that meme? Wow, yeah, that's what folks do. That's what they do. From my man Sluggo, the media quickly latched to Curry, and it no doubt came into play with him being voted unanimous. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I blew that. Let's try it again. The media quickly latched on to Curry, and it no doubt came into play with him being voted unanimously for the MVP. And I agree with that, sir. I agree with that. It's just, I mean, come on, man. If you've been in a group of three, how often do y'all agree on everything? Oh, wait a minute. I missed my main man. How did I do that? We got the architect and proprietor of Realcast Radio. We got my man I like to call the Dr. Dre of Spreaker, my man Jungle Brother. What's going on, Jungle Brother? The Dr. Dre of Spreaker, the man who helped get me started doing all this. Kind of gave me the podcasting bug. Appreciate you, sir. Oh, Jungle Brother up in there. I missed you earlier, man. My bad. Should have been announced my man Jungle. You snuck in here on me. Let's see here. From my man Grego. I like that Curry didn't take the injury out when the media asked him was his knee the reason for his poor play. He simply stated he was on the court, no excuses. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what you're supposed to say. And, I mean, he was, yeah, I mean, man, you out there, you're fine. And, again, Kyrie Irving wasn't even on the court last year, so that just can't be relevant. It can't be. So it is what it is, man. What the hell, Grego? Leitner forgives you, Ninja. Get the hell out of here, man. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see these. Look, when did y'all sneak in here, man? We got the aforementioned Manifesto King, the Professor, Knowledge Dropper, King Tut Uncommon looking in the avatar, K3G. What's going on, pimp? Appreciate you being up in there, K3G. We got Gary G. Money Joiner. Wait a minute. Damn. Sound effect. Don't do Gary like that. We got Gary G Money join up in the chat. Excuse me for that stutter, sir. Appreciate you, G Money. Thanks for being up in there, pimp. Yes, sir. Wait a minute. We got Bussa Bus, the Sigma, up in the chat. What's going on, Bussa? Thanks for jumping in, sir. I appreciate you. From my main man, Sluggo. The media once loved LBJ. So much that I couldn't stand them. Okay, Sluggo, great point right there. Let me pause. I'm gonna start your chat your chat over. But that's a great point. Listen to what Sluggo said. The media once loved LBJ so much that I couldn't stand him. That's what the media does. You don't even have a problem with the player, but they will talk about him so much and promote him so much and act like there's not another player. It's almost like the Kevin Hart factor. Kevin Hart is damn good in movies, but you notice Hollywood only wants to give it to one. They could spread their love out, but they just giving it to one dude, putting him in every single movie. And that's kind of what the media does. That's the game they play. It's like there can only be one great player. It's like it's impossible to say that there's 6 or 7 very good players or great players. It's one. It ain't 2 or 3, it ain't 4. You know, they want to say it's that one and that's it and kind of quantify it. It's really stupid if you stop to think about it. And that's what they kind of do. You know, it's Curry. Like they can't be shit else. It's Curry hands down. No. What the fuck are you talking about? Anytime motherfuckers say like it's hands down, there's absolutely no question.